Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Kim, also known as the Shield Maiden. So, how do you eat an elephant? I hear it's one bite at a time. I want to talk today about pursuing your dream. And I'm going to admit, I'm really exhausted. It's after midnight, and I just felt compelled to do this particular video. So, as we all pursue our dreams, and I'm talking to all my fellow shield maidens out there doing what you need to do to pursue your dreams, and my fellow warriors, you know, as we pursue those dreams, it doesn't happen overnight. There really isn't such a thing as an overnight success. We hear about those successes overnight, but that doesn't mean they happened overnight. So, as you work on your dream, I don't want you to get too discouraged that it's not happening quite quickly enough or easily enough, or in any way it's not just falling into place for you. Just because it's not falling into place quickly or easily doesn't mean it's not a valid dream and that you can't attain it and it's not meant for you. As we talked about before, sometimes you're just being gifted a story so you can help other people as they go on their journey to their dream. So you have to go through that journey first before you achieve your dream. So as you work towards your dream, how do you get there? Well, just like eating that elephant one bite at a time. So I want you to stop and think, what did you do today to get a step closer to your dream? If your dream is to be fit and thin, that's what happens when I get tired. If you're fit and thin and strong, did you adjust your diet at all today? Did you work out? Did you go for a walk? Now, you don't have to be on The Biggest Loser to make progress. It happens one bite at a time. If you want to be the CEO of your own corporation, you have a great idea and you want to see that come to fruition. What did you do to make that happen today? Were you working on your invention? Were you looking into attorneys who could help you with your patent? Were you maybe designing your packaging today? It doesn't have to be completing the whole project from beginning to end in one day. It's just about doing a step at a time. If you want to be a professional performer, an actor, a singer, a dancer, did you work those muscles today that it's going to take to be successful in your field? So if you are a dancer, did you work on those stretches? Did you work on your pirouettes, your tendus, your shuffle steps, your flaps, whatever you need to do? If you're a vocalist, did you vocalize? Did you do your warm-ups? Did you go through your scales today? If you're a musician, did you practice your musical instrument today? If you're an actor, did you work on your dialects? Did you cold read? If you're an athlete, did you work out? Think about it. What did you do today that shows your dream you really value it, that shows the universe you value your dream? Just a little step at a time can make a big difference, because if you even put forth, say, 15 to 30 minutes a day towards that dream, over the course of a year, you look back and you've made progress. And that progress will encourage you to keep going. And that progress will show the world that your dream has value and you are the one who values it. Because if you don't value it, no one else will. I remember there used to be a great radio talk show on. It was late at night. I would come home from teaching dance, and it was a long drive for me. And it would be 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and I was exhausted. But I loved listening to this show. And I think it was Bob Harvey, if I remember correctly. And he would talk to people who had an invention or an idea or a business they wanted to start. And he would tell them, Are you willing to invest everything you have? Are you willing to risk everything you've gained so far? Your home, your savings? If you're not willing to risk it, who else will? If you don't value it enough to put your own skin in the game, it's probably not really that valuable of a dream to you. And I think he's right about that. You have to be willing to take those risks. But more importantly, you have to be willing to put in the work. Because dreams don't just happen because you have them. It's when you have a dream and you put in the work, it becomes reality. It's not simple as wishing for it, hoping for it, praying for it. You know, there's an old sermon I've heard many times by many different pastors. You know, the joke being that, you know, the man says to God when he gets to heaven, "Why didn't you let me win the lottery?" And God says, "Why didn't you buy a ticket?" Right? So buy your ticket, do your part. Don't sit and wait for God to make it all happen for you. God has laid out what you need when you put the work in, but you are the one that has to put the work in. And it's so worth it. And why? Because you're worth it. You are a valuable human being, not because you exist, because of what you give to the world. I think, you know, I grew up in the days of Mr. Rogers. I loved Mr. Rogers, watched it religiously, loved him so much, and he had a lot of good messages. However, I think the mark was missed just a tad when he said, "You're special just for being you." Because you're not special because you exist. None of us are special just because we exist. We're not special because of the color of the skin, the color of our eyes, the color of our hair, who we were born to, but we are special because of what we offer the world. I think the best thing we can offer the world is our dream. So go live your dream, put the work in, and understand you're not special because you have a dream or because you exist. You're special because of what you do with it and what you offer the world with it. Have a great night. It's late. I'm going to go get some sleep myself. Bye.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.